The following sports broadcast made possible by support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Senior portraits, family portraits, sports, and more. Visit Daryl online at darylbarnes.com.
Beside me is my good friend Logan Franz, delivering the action today. It's our final game we have on tap until the professionals take over. It's Jefferson and Prosser. You know, fun fact here, Prosser is where my mom went to high school, back in Belmont and Cragen, around Austin, the west side of the city of Chicago. That's where my parents, both of them, grew up. So it's pretty interesting to be able to call my mom's alma mater, something I've never done. I've got to call my alma mater. We both did that. This is the first for me. And this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, Bear Family McDonald's. Proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. We're about 15 seconds from tip-off in here. This quarter is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop at line at rosenhyundai.com.
You were talking about Bear Family McDonald's. I may need to stop by one of their locations after this game, getting a little hungry myself.
Dude, see, only meal I've had all day is breakfast. I'm running on fumes at this point. Well, the starters are rolling in here for both teams. For Prosser, you're going to have number 20, Anthony Reed, number 5, Benny Franklin, number 1, Davian Wells, and number 2, Corey McIntyre, and number 24, Simjay Williams. What's the lineup for Jefferson, Logan?
Jefferson, you have number 1, Latrell Graham, number 5, Brendan Moss, number 24, Jaquavion Robinson, number 42, Antonio Levy, and number 2, George Williams. Some of these players we saw last year watching Johnsburg play. Or Jefferson, I'm sorry.
Prosser's in the blue, Jefferson's in the white. I like those Prosser jerseys. They're pretty nice. Something about the blue.
The blue and yellow is always a good color combination. Not enough places use that.
About just a handful of seconds before tip-off here. Two teams had to travel a far distance to come here. 43 miles average between both. So here we go. Prosser wins. With that, number 1, Wells will take the ball. Wells gives it to Franklin. Franklin down to Williams. Williams with it now. Let's drive up, and a travel is called. You can hear the Jefferson bench. They're clapping defense. I remember them last year. They were always into the game, so let's see if they do it now.
Trying to get in the heads of Prosser early.
George Williams takes the ball, gives it to Graham. Latrell Graham. Crosses in. Passes it over to Williams. Williams' a shot. No good. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson to Graham. Graham to 3. No good. Prosser picks it up. Williams with the rebound. Williams to Wells. Wells 3. McIntyre. It's good. McIntyre was the guy to look out for. He hit 5 threes in his first game of the tournament. So watch him behind the arc. You're going to want a man on him at all times.
So where's only points of that game, too. 15 points.
Robinson for 3. It's good.
Jefferson responds. That's exactly what you want. You want to go punch for punch with these guys. Keep yourself in the game.
Wells with it now. Gives it to Williams. Williams looks low. No one there. Reed now gives it to Franklin. Franklin back to McIntyre. to Williams. To Wells. Franklin tries to get low. He does. A little floater, no good. Covered by Jefferson. A fast break. The easy layup was missed by Williams, and a foul, a jump ball, my mistake, is called.
Believe that was Williams had a chance there to put his team in the lead in this game, and he just couldn't capitalize.
Jefferson will inbound it. That is George Williams. We'll give it to Latrell Graham. Graham driving in, passes back behind the arc. Robinson from the corner, no good. Franklin gets the rebound as he will pass it over to Reed. Reed drinking in himself. That gets blocked by Robinson. It's Williams with it now. Wells. Down by the Golden Eagle. Takes it in himself. Goes in there and he is pushed. First foul by Jefferson on the game. It will be a shooting foul, which will take Wells in the line for 2. Wells will miss his first. Drains the second. That is George Williams of Jefferson taking it up. He'll dish it over to Brendan Moss. Back to Graham. Robinson with it now. Williams. Back to Robinson. As a foul is called.
Starting to feel like the Streamwood Barrington play styles are rubbing off on these guys. We're getting quite a few fouls early on.
Now let's hope that's not the case, because that was a very long game. Over to Graham. Graham for 3. No good. Prosser gets the rebounds. That's Wells. Wells taking up himself. It's got 2 guys to go through. Little nice swim move, and that does not go in for the layup. Antonio Levy gets the rebound as he gives it to Graham. Graham will give it to Williams. Williams driving in himself. Gives it back to Graham. Over to Moss. Brandon Moss for 3. No good. Off deflections. Big rebound by Antonio Levy. And for 3 is Williams. No good.
When you leave a guy that wide open, you expect him to make a shot like that.
Wells will take it up. Davian Wells, one of the captains of this Prosser basketball team. Wells takes it himself. Nice move as that gets blocked. It'll go out of bounds, and it's Prosser ball.
Jefferson bench very animated, chanting defense on that last possession.
Prosser's head coach seems to be always yelling at his players, telling them what to do, where to go, to do on offense, and that's what they like to see from a coach. As Wells back in control with it. Dish it off to Reed. Reed to Williams. McIntyre. Shot by Wells. Good for 3. It's his 4th point of the game. George Williams. Jefferson taking it up. Give it to Robinson. Give it to Williams. To Levy down low. Gets double team, now triple team. Leaves Williams wide open for 3. Does not take it. As Brandon Moss will have it. Williams with it again. Tries to give it back to Antonio Levy. He takes it himself. That's for 2.
If I'm Jefferson, I'm trying to get Williams this ball and encourage him to shoot it because Prosser is not covering him, and eventually they're going to regret that.
Williams hit 2 threes in his last game, so I don't know why he hasn't taken them yet. Unless he went like 2 for 5 the game before. Prosser with it now. McIntyre to Wells. Wells lost his dribble, recovered by Williams. Wells gets it again, driving in himself. No good. Rebound by Levy. That's his, I think it's his 3rd of the day. Robinson with it, looked behind the arc, decided not to, just handed the ball off to Brendan Moss. Back to George Williams. So they look to set up an offense play here. Robinson with it now. Gives it to Williams. Williams driving in. Pass wide open. Here's Graham. No good. Williams gets his rebound, puts it back in. And telling it all day, drilling it down. Offensive rebounds, the most important part, other than free throws, of high school basketball. Now Wells gets it, he loses it. Prosser still keeps ball, and a timeout is called by the Prosser Falcons. First of the game.
Prosser's got to start covering that right side. They've left it open. It's creating easy passing lanes for Jefferson, and that's going to come back to bite them if they continue to do that for the rest of the game.
And this timeout is sponsored by Tom the Plumber, Inc. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. About 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Logan, what have you seen so far from both of these teams?
I've seen a lot of good and I've seen a lot of bad. Like I said, I think Prosser needs to start covering that left side. They left Williams open there a couple times, and they left Graham open there on the last possession. You might not be creating points, but you're creating easy passing lanes. So you need to start stiffening out that defense. Otherwise, they're producing just fine. They're driving to the net. You just want to see them put some more points on the board.
And both guys, I looked at my players to watch in the game. Davian Wells, Corey McIntyre have Prosser's 7 points combined. Wells got 4, McIntyre has 3. McIntyre's a 3-point specialist, it seems. He hit 5 threes from last game, and Davian Wells is kind of that balanced player. He's 9 for 15 from the line, 24 total points, 3 twos and 3 threes. So this team can shoot both inside and looks to be drawing fouls as well. They had 15, as Wells had 15 shots from the free throw line, only made 9. So watch out for that, as Franklin tried to throw a ball up there and no good. Williams over to Moss, back to Williams. Looking for something, no one's open. We're to Moss. Moss for 3, it's good.
Thought Moss was going to hit Williams wide open on that one, but he took it himself, and it paid off.
Prosser with the ball now. Reed with it, gives it back to Wells. Wells to Franklin. Franklin tries driving himself, gives it right back to Wells. Wells decides to take the 3, and that's a brick, no good. And wide open was Phelps, and that missed. The putback, that's not good.
When you're that wide open, I said it before with George Williams, but Phipps was wide open on that one. He should have gotten that one in. That's inexcusable to miss if you're Clayshawn Phipps.
And Michael Bankel will take it from the free throw line, as he will make his first. Some subs here for both teams. Hinkle shoots the second, no good. McIntyre gets the rebound. It's McIntyre from way out, no good. So tries to get the rebound. They do on the ground, and a travel is called. It's checked in for Prosser is number 15, Devontae Janelius, a forward, junior forward. As George Williams, the guard, senior guard, takes it. And the Banko back to Banko. Back to Williams. There's Dezian Jordan just checked in for Jefferson. Jordan back to Williams. Williams looking. Banko for 3. It's good! Reed takes it up for Prosser. Bad pass there, deflected by Jefferson. And Jordan lost the ball. He had a wide open lane for a layup. So driving in is number 21, LaJuan Morris. And he'll take up the foul for an and one situation.
LaJuan Morris saved his teammate Dezion Jordan there. Jordan had a clear shot at a layup and he just missed it. Luckily, LaJuan Morris was able to pick up the slack and he put that one in.
And number, it looks to be 21 of Prosser's checked in. His name is not on the roster. So wait till the PA guy calls him in if he scores, and we'll write his name from there. Drawn Morris from the line. Let's make it a 3-point play. He misses. Franklin gets it for Prosser. McIntyre takes us up now. Guarded by Latrell Graham. Latrell Graham takes the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Stays Prosser ball. 14.9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A lot less physical game you like to see. Like to see a lot of scoring. I want to see free throws all day. People are getting what the people want. It looks shape up to be a pretty good basketball game so far.
Prosser can put some more points on the board. That'd be helpful. They're not capitalizing on a lot of their shots.
McIntyre passes it into Reed. Reed drives in. We look down low. The shot. Layup good. Janelius' first 2 points of the game. Got less than 3 seconds. From way out of town. Air ball. No good. We've played one. Jefferson, 16. Prosser, 9. We'll be right back after, we have a replay of that layup. See Jonelius here.
Ooh, they think of fun.
Oh, we don't get it. Jonelius really played well. We saw him kind of shuffling around a bit. Here we go. Nice pass to Jonelius down low.
Left him wide open under the net. That's money. You've got to make that one.
All right, Jefferson 16, Prosser 9. We're going to throw out the break. We'll be back shortly.
No reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust, but I don't need your word, I wanna.
What makes me most proud of our restaurants is our people. Our people who come in and work for us every single day. We try to create an atmosphere of family, an atmosphere of warmth, and an atmosphere of compassion.
And welcome back to the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Patrick, carrying alongside me up here in the bleachers is Logan France. We're just about to begin the second quarter. That means to thank our sponsor. So thank again to our sponsor, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Prosser will start with the ball as number 21, who still don't know, checked in, lofts the ball to Reed. A strange looking pass there, but it worked. Hey, don't question it. Reed gives it over to Franklin. Oh, that's a nice move by Jamarian Thomas.
George Williams having a little fun after that whistle, decided to take it up and try and shoot, and he missed.
You always see that a lot of times, especially outside if they get fouled behind the arc. A lot of players will just sort of travel, they'll just take the shot to see what happens. Maybe just another practice shot.
In target practice, exactly.
Williams receives the pass in from Graham. Charles Graham with it. Passes over to Levy. Levy back to Williams. Moss wide open. 3, no good. As Thomas will take it up for Prosser. Number 21 comes in himself. Easy layup. Allen Anthony. Jefferson, wide open 3, no good. As Levy gets the rebound, falls down, and a travel is called.
You can see Jefferson here trying to expose that Prosser defense. They're taking that to the right side, and they're trying to get that one in.
And we have a custom heating and cooling replay coming for you now. You see Anthony come in, easy right-handed layup. And that replay is sponsored by Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicago, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. A nice deflected pass there by Jefferson, but Prosser keeps in control. As Reed, wide open 3, no good. As Robinson picks up the rebound for Jefferson. Lofted over to Williams. That was not a good pass. Stumbling, bumbling. Here comes Prosser, and a foul is called, a push. It'll stay on the line for Prosser.
A lot of guys ended up on the ground there. Just a huge scrum under the net there.
All right, number 33, Michael Bankel, comes back in for Jefferson. Prosser will pass it. Oh, I don't know if he just lost his footing or slipped. But that pass was intended for Thomas, and he fell down, and the pass goes right out of bounds.
Pass was a little high for him, too. He had to try and reach for it, and he just fell over.
This looks like Wells comes back in for Jefferson.
Watch Bankel here for Jefferson. He's the guy on the left side. I guarantee he'll get the ball at least once in this possession.
Gives it over to Williams. Williams to Graham. Back to Williams. Gives it to Bankel. Right about something, Logan. Graham got it now. Bankel driving in. A nice little off-balance pass there to Williams. Back to Graham. Graham driving in. To Bankel. Oh, he had a wide-open three, but he just fumbled the pass. Goes out of bounds. Prosser ball.
The only guy in front of him there was his teammate. If he had been able to handle that shot, he may have been able to take the shot and get 3 more points for his team.
It is now. Looks to be Reed taking the ball. Over to Williams. Williams to Anthony. Anthony with the drop back, nothing. Gives the ball back to Reed up top. Reed drives in. Oh, a nice sequence there. Oh, and that's just rejected by Antonio Levy. Levy down low, it's 2. He has been a threat down low his entire game. We've seen him, he scored pretty much all of his points from down low. So keep an eye on him. Prosser's got to find some way to stop him. Reed with it, directing traffic, gives it to Williams, yes. Over to Anthony. Anthony to Janelius. To Wells. Wells drives in himself, and a foul is called. They go to the line for 2.
Something to watch here for Jefferson is they are not defending Prosser when they drive in. They're just not, they're letting him go in uncontested.
Here is a custom heating and cooling replay. So here comes Levy. Levy down low, just wide open.
Can't stop him underneath.
And that replay was sponsored by Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Wells is at the line. Some substitutions in here as Zizian Jordan will come in for Michael Bankel.
Wells missed his first free throw here. See if he can get the second.
The second one bounces off the front of the rim. Jefferson ball. George Williams, the 5'9" guard, will take it up. He passes it to Graham. Levy in the free throw line, no. Nice little kick bar cameraman over there. He's now Prosser will have the ball. Joseph Prosser, Peric Robinson Jr. talking to one of his players as looks to be timeout is called by Jefferson. And this timeout is sponsored by Custom Heating. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Now, Logan, we're about 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the first half. What have you seen so far from both of these teams?
I've seen a lot that I like, and I've seen a lot that I don't like. Jefferson is utilizing Prosser's weakness, which is covering the right side, and they're trying to move the ball that way. Also, Prosser needs to start driving in more. These guys, this defense on Jefferson is letting them come in uncontested. You can get a lot of layups that way. They just need to start doing it.
All right, you heard it here first from our expert in the booth here, Logan Franz.
Both experts.
And a wild pass saved by Wells. A nice move. He goes around Levy and tried to block it there by just Clashawn Phipps. I respect the effort there. Charles Graham with it. Gives it to Dezion Jordan. Jordan lofts it right back up to Graham for 3. It's good!
Money from that side. Eventually, Prosser's going to have to start covering it.
Prosser with it now. That is Thomas. Gives it to Wells. Wells back. It's Thomas. Thomas looks to try to find a way in. He almost fell. So he'll give it back to number 15, Janelius. And a foul is called on Jefferson. And we have a replay, custom heating and cooling replay coming at you.
I sound like a broken record here, but watch Prosser's defense here. The guy got in there late, and we came in a little late, but there was no one there when Latrell Graham started to take the shot.
That replay was sponsored by Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Wells with it. So continue the action here. He drives in himself. We'll give it over to Anthony. Anthony for three. Too short. Dezion Jordan with the rebound. Graham will take it. Now it gives it right back to George Williams. To Levy. Levy back to Graham. Graham driving in. Just a little Euro move there and a nice move for the two.
Latrell Graham fighting for some extra points there and managed to get up and put that one in.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Dezion Jordan. It will stay Prosser ball. About 3.5 minutes remaining.
Not a bad scoring game, but also some shots that just aren't connecting when they should be. Prosser's got to try and figure that out. Also, I've been saying it for a little while, but they have to drive in. Jefferson's letting them in
Here
uncontested.
is a custom and heating cooling replay. You just see Graham coming in. Nice moves.
Fighting and clawing his way to get the points there.
Prosser with it now. Wide open three. Nothing but nylon. McIntyre from way out. Jefferson with it now. It's Moss. Moss driving in. Layup, no. Rebound caught by Williams. And that is going to be the charge call. As number 21, LaJuan Morris took a beating on the ground there. That was a massive charge.
And now his team will be rewarded with the ball as a result.
About 2.5 minutes remaining. Looks like one of the scoreboards has gone out and then counting some trouble here. It's Jefferson with the ball. Gives it over to Williams. Wide open was Brendan Moss, and he'll get three. Prosser with it, and they need to figure out something fast. They're down 12. Here comes Wells. Wells loses the dribble, and it will go out of bounds. Jefferson ball.
That was the opportunity that Prosser was looking for. He had the ball in his hands. He was driving down, and he just lost it. You've got to be able to capitalize on those if you want to win this game.
It just seems like Prosser's done a little bit too much, and here it is, a custom heating and cooling replay for you. It'll be a three, and it was by Brendan Moss. A beautiful one that was. Jefferson with it, and a foul is called. And we'll go down to the line for Jefferson Jayhawks. Time I hear the word Jayhawks, it makes me think of another school, which I do not like, and that's, you don't know, Kansas. Don't like them. Anyways, almost for a nice little alley-oop-ish kind of play there. Draw a foul. It's like he was going to go jump in the air and put it in.
It would look like a nice play design to try and get some easy 2 points, and it results in a foul, so he's going to the line now. He can try and get those points.
LaJuan Morris, the line, the 6'4" senior, takes his first, and he'll make it. Let's look again for number 2. Shot, good. Drains both. Jefferson takes a 14-point lead, 28-14. Prosser with the ball. A little floating pass to Franklin. Williams with it. Gives it right back to Thomas. Thomas drives in. The shot, no, excuse me, that was Wells. They'll go to the line for 2. Seems like Prosser's doing a lot of driving in here. They're drawing fouls. They're putting themselves in positions to score. They can't go through with it.
Jefferson decided to play aggressive and actually try and stop them when they drive in, and now it's resulting in fouls, which is resulting in some easy points for Prosser if they can start draining these.
Right here is Wells at the line. First shot, good. It's his 5th point of the game. Trying to make his 3rd free throw to game as Wells. Shoots. It's good. Makes it a 12-point game with about a minute 44 seconds to go. Jefferson with it. It's Brendan Moss. Over to Robinson. Moss has it again. Back to Robinson. Look for Hinkle down in the corner. He's open. He was. Wide open. 3. Drains it. Brendan Moss.
This is 9th point in the game for Brendan Moss.
Takes it. The answer, no good. As well as trying to put his team on his back, no good. The shot, that gets rejected, hit the bottom of the basket. Back, the putback, no. Rebound by Jefferson to try again, that's blocked. Jefferson still has the ball.
If you're Morris, you've got to go up right when you get that ball. You had an open lane for the layup, you just had to put it up and in, and they didn't do that, they didn't get the points.
Prosser's with it now. McIntyre will be the inbounder. About a minute remaining. Gives it over to Wells. Jefferson bench getting loud, doing their defense chant here, trying to get in the heads of Prosser, and for the most part, it's worked. Prosser with it. Passes it over to Wells. Wells trying to go in himself. The floater off the back, no. And looks like Anthony tripped. And long big pass to Levy. Oh, that's rejected. A monster block by number 24, Williams. Wow. Well, Jefferson has it, trying to find an answer to that block. It could be a big momentum shifter. If they don't score in his possession. Moss drives in, gets the ball right back from Dezion Jordan. Hinkle in the corner, no. Morris. Moss looking. Less than 20 seconds remaining here in the half. So gives it to Robinson. Robinson's made a 3 in this game so far. I'll watch out for him. Dezion Jordan with it now. We give it back to Robinson. Robinson looking here to drain the clock, trying to get that final shot of the half. Moss from way out. That got tipped at some point. Apparently not. It'll stay. Excuse me, it'll go Prosser. 1.1 second. Just got to get it off and shoot as fast as possible.
Deep pass, deep shot.
Wells, the shot, no. Hits the top of the bar above the basket. And here comes a custom heating and cooling replay of that monster block.
Now watch here, you're going to see Michael Hinkle go up for this, and it's exactly what he's supposed to do. But Smaj Williams just went up right with him and denied him of the points.
All right, we played one half. Jefferson leads 31-16. We're head off the break.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust. But I don't need your word on what I'm into.
Hi, welcome to the Bear Family McDonald's. Thank you.
And welcome back to the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Patrick Carey, and alongside me is my good friend Logan Franz. We're about 2 minutes before the start of the second half. Jefferson has a commanding 15-point lead over Prosser. Logan, what does Prosser need to do to get back into this game?
They need to start defending well. I was looking at our points before we came back here, and Jefferson's doing an incredible job of spreading the ball around. Brendan Moss has 9 points for them. Graham has 5. Antonio Levy is 4. Bankel and Morris also have 4 points. So Jefferson's doing a great job at spreading the wealth, spreading the ball around, and generating opportunities that way. Prosser needs to find a way to stop that and break up their passing.
Honestly, I think Prosser, you have Corey McIntyre. He's hit 2 threes today so far. I think you gotta give him the ball a little bit more. We've seen Wells drive in. He likes to drive in a lot. We've seen him go in. He's had a little bit of trouble today. He's tied with McIntyre with 6 points in the game so far, but I think you got to dish the ball a little bit more evenly out if you're Prosser. Give McIntyre some looks behind the arc. Give Janelius a little bit of looks. They both got the other 2 4 points combined for Prosser right now. Just give those guys some action. I think they'll be fine.
You've got it.
And don't forget, this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today, and our friends at Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop at line at rosenhyundai.com. I've actually been to where Prosser is in the city. Like I mentioned earlier, that's where both my parents grew up, and there's a little park there called Hanson Park. That's where I believe the baseball team plays. And being able to go there, I've seen it. It was kind of like a step back in the time. I was able to see where my parents, when my dad didn't go to high school there, but he played baseball at the park that was right by the school. It's pretty cool to see. Prosser has been around for a long time. It's been, I think, since 1959. About 60 years, actually, the school has been around. My mom went through it. I don't know how much of her family went through, but it's honestly pretty cool to be able to call a school that one of my parents got to go to.
It's like stepping into a time machine. You're back at where you're back in your parents' high school days.
Yeah. Well, we're just a few seconds before the beginning of the second half of some Christmas basketball here. We like to give our presents early, and we sure have delivered, giving out some nice basketball games for y'all to enjoy back at home, getting ready for that stressful Christmas season, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I already know I'm going to be traveling out to the city to see my dad's side of the family for Christmas Eve, our annual Christmas Eve party. It'll be a lot of fun. What are you going to do?
Spending time with my family. We're all around this area, so I'm not really going many places, but just a chance to spend time with family.
All right, Jefferson starts off a possession of the second half. There's now George Williams. Tries to find Levy down low. Pass is intercepted by Prosser. That was Franklin. Here comes Wells. He's got 6 points so far. McIntyre in the corner. I want to keep an eye out on him. He'll shift from one corner to the other to try to get open behind the arc. Wells did now. Froze for a little bit there, trying to find someone open. He decides to take the three. No good. Rebounded by Robinson. Jefferson has it now. Latrell Graham lost it over to Brendan Moss. Some nice ball movement, leaves a guy wide open, drains it. Latrell Graham from behind the arc. Nice three-pointer there. That's getting close. Prosser's better find an answer fast, or they're going to be digging themselves an even deeper hole. As Franklin has it. Break it over to Wells. Wells waving traffic along. Finds Janelius. At the free throw line was Franklin. He drains it. That's his first 2 points of the game. It's Williams. Back to Graham. Pass gets intercepted by Prosser on the ground. Looked to be McIntyre, and it was. Wells with it. Wells drives in himself. Little floater, no good. Prosser gets the offensive rebound. Big play. McIntyre had a shot. He kind of fumbled the ball a little bit. Doesn't go through with it. Just gives it back to Wells. Wells over to Williams. Williams wide open, decides not to take the three. Franklin with it now. Dishes it to Janelius. To McIntyre. To Franklin. Williams, excuse me. Wells with it. Gives that to Janelius. Janelius looked like a carry, and they'll call a travel.
Prosser's coach being very animated on the bench. I'm not sure if you can see him. He's calling out to his players, trying to get them to do certain things.
Need to have some separation there. A lot of guys weren't open. That's why Prosser was kind of holding on to the ball a little way too long. That's what caused the travel. And now Jefferson with it. Gives it to Levy down low, and that gets blocked. Prosser ball. Nice block by Franklin. McIntyre, mid-ranger, no good. Well, it might have been a pass. It's shot, put back, it's good.
Williams tried to take that deep pass, and he just couldn't handle it. And that was what opened up the space for Prosser to score.
Franklin's turning on at the right time, and he's scoring 4 points in third quarter. It's Robinson, gives it to Moss. Moss drives in. Oh, nice pass to Levy, and that gets good. A nice little no-look pass, kind of little sidearm action to the side. Just gives it down Levy down low, and he's been unstoppable.
He was a threat underneath earlier in the game, and he's going to continue to be. They got to find a way to stop him if they want to win this game. Prosser does.
Wells gives it to Janelius. Janelius back to Franklin. Janelius with the ball now. Wells with it. Holds his hand up, trying to get a pick. It might be, yes. Pick and roll, no good. And McIntyre, no. Prosser with the offensive rebound. It's shot. That's nowhere near the basket. It's out of bounds. Jefferson ball.
Jefferson playing solid defense so far. They just need to keep it up. Only a 16-point deficit. That's nothing at this stage in the game. Got to keep trying to build that lead.
Jefferson calls a timeout with 4 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. 36-20. And this timeout is sponsored by our good friend Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing, service, and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Well, Washington need to figure out something. They're down 16. As we know, once you get around that 20-point mark, things can get out of hand fast. What does Prosser need to do, Logan?
They're generating a lot of chances. They're just not capitalizing. They need to be able to score those points. Just easy miscommunications that are going wrong for them. They need to find a way to stop those.
All right, Jefferson. George Williams takes the inbounds play as he dishes it over to Latrell Graham. Graham looks to drive in. Wide open is Hinkle. I don't know if they see him. They're manning him now. Levy down low. Drive it in. He just plows in another point in the paint for Antonio Levy.
That'll be his 8th point of the day.
Prosser with him now. It's Wells. Wells gives it to Janelius. Janelius over to Franklin. The ball goes out of bounds, deflected off of, I think it was George Williams of Jefferson. Will stay Prosser ball. It's like number 21, Anthony, checks in for the Prosser Falcons.
Big opportunity here for Prosser.
Wells with it. McIntyre, no good. As a foul is called, it'll go down to the line. It looked to be Antonio Levy picking up his first. Kind of funny, on the scoreboard, it looks like they kind of messed up with the fouls. It says Prosser's got 24. Prosser gets it. Oh, the pass is deflected, out of bounds. They tried to give it to Wells behind the half-court line.
Latrell Graham just managed to get a hand on it, and it's going to go right back to Prosser after that, but he managed to save that one.
As they will inbound it from the other end of the court. Davian Wells, one of the captains, inbounds it into Benny Franklin, another captain. 3 captains, Anthony Reed, Benny Franklin, and Davian Wells. Wells with it. Trying to find a man open. It goes over into the corner. So they'll give it to Franklin. Franklin drives in. Shot, no. Robinson with the rebound. He'll take it up himself. So give it to Hinkle. Hinkle to Graham. Back to Hinkle. They'll give it to Dizion Jordan. Checked in. Looked like a pass to, it was a pass to Robinson. Just kind of overthrew it, overshot it.
Looked like it was intended to bankle, it just went right over his head.
For a second there, I thought it was going to bounce off one of the benches in front of us and make its way up here. I think I would have had to shoot it if it came up here. I got range. You saw me last year. I made that charity three-pointer.
That is true. You did do that.
All right, Prosser with it now. McIntyre going down the line. He tried to go to Wells. That pass is intercepted by Jordan as he'll take it up and we'll give it over to Morris. Morris to Phipps. Phipps takes in the mid-ranger. That's good. That is 20-point lead by Jefferson. Prosser's got to turn things around fast.
And Phipps' first points of the game there.
Wells drives in. No good. They'll go to the line as a block is called. I believe that was number 21, Juwan Morris.
This is the opportunity
Prosser.
Right. This is the opportunity that Prosser needs to try and get back into this one. These free throws can be easy points, and they can really swing momentum in your favor.
Wells has only made 3. I know he's had a lot on the line so far. Just, I mean, he only was around 60-something%, and yeah, around mid-60s in his first game of the tournament. He made his first. That's his first point of the second half. All lined up. No good. Rebounded by Morse. As Robinson will take it up. It's a name I remember from last year. He's a guy to watch. Some good three-point range and working as well. So we'll give it to Phipps. Back to Robinson. Robinson was on the brink of a travel before he dished that one off as he gives it to Bankel. Bankel to Jordan. Jordan behind his back. Bankel from the corner. No. And a foul is called. A pushing foul. It'll stay Jefferson ball, I believe. That was Benny Franklin picks up his second foul, and that's Prosser's first foul of the half. Pass almost broken up. Jordan gets it behind the half-court line. So he dishes it over to Robinson. He gives that to Phipps. Phipps takes it himself. Wide open lane. Oh, and that foul? I don't know. It looked like he had all ball there. You saw Phipps fall to the ground. I thought it was a clean block. I mean, that's what I thought. What do you think?
I thought it was clean too. Williams just denied him again. This is the second time we've seen him make a block like that in this game.
So now Phipps will take it from the line. He shoots it. Hits off the back rim. No good. So go for his second. Shoots it. A little too soft, no good. Hits it off the top, front of the rim. So now Prosser with it. And a foul is called. An offensive foul on Anthony. I believe that is his first of the game, and it is. And you see these offensive fouls, they're inexcusable. You shouldn't, if you're on offense, you should not foul. I mean, charges are one thing, but just offensive penalties like that, you can't have them.
They can kill otherwise promising opportunities, and that's what they did with Prosser there.
Robinson with it. Gives it back to Bankel. Bankel to Jordan. Jordan dribbling around a bit. Tries to find a way in. He's blocked by Wells. So dish it down low to Bankel. Bankel floats it. Rings around a bit. No. Prosser gets the rebound. It's Anthony with it. He'll loft it over to Thomas. Will take it in himself. The little teardrop. No. As he tries. Yes, that was Franklin tried to give it to Thomas. Goes out of bounds. Jefferson ball. About a minute and 21 seconds remaining here on the third quarter. As it looks like number 11, Latarius Tate, the 5'4" junior, checked in for Jefferson. Robinson with it. Gets it over to Bankel. Thought about taking a shot. He does not. Bankel down low. Keeps the ball inbounds, and it goes right in the hands of Prosser. As that is Wells who takes it up. So give it over to Franklin. Franklin and Anthony. Anthony drives in. Immediately double team. And a foul. I don't know if they'll give it to N1. It looks like they will. That was number 24, Samaje Williams, picking up his first points of the game. Excuse me, Samaje Williams. As they'll try to make it a 3-point play. Free throw, no good. Jefferson with it, about less than a minute remaining here in the third quarter. As that is Tate with the ball. Tate gives it to Hinkle. Hinkle to Phipps. Phipps drives in himself. Nice piece of basketball there. He kind of floated up on top of him and then went in for the layup. That's a very nice layup. Prosser with it now. Wells drives in, left-handed layup, no good. The putback is good, and that's Franklin picking up his 6th point of the third quarter. Tate's breaking it up for Jefferson. Looks to be trying to go probably for the last shot of the quarter as Robinson with it now. Robinson drives in, and a foul is called on Wells. That'll be his first foul of the game.
7.6 seconds here. You might have time for one more play.
Oh, you'll have time for one more play. It's just a matter of where. Jefferson with it. It's Thomas guarding Tate. Tate floats it off the back rim. No. About 2 seconds remaining, and they're not going to get a shot off. We've played 3 quarters. Jefferson commanding 17-point lead. Jefferson 42, Prosser 25. We're going to throw it off the break. Be back shortly.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust, but I don't need your word on what I'm into.
And welcome back to the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Patrick Harry, and alongside me is Logan Franz, calling our last game of the night before we hand it over to the professionals here, as there's going to be only 2 more games left in the second night of pool play. And before the fourth quarter starts, fourth quarter action is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Well, 8 minutes left for Prosser to find some way back in this game. They're down 17. Logan, what do they need to do?
They need to just capitalize on these chances. They haven't been doing that. They've looked sloppy on offense. Their passing isn't exactly great, and they're just not getting to the net. They need to be able to get those shots off if they want to have any chance later on.
You heard it here from our professional expert, basketball guru.
Listen,
Logan
I was calling you an expert earlier. You can't just turn it around on me.
Oh, I can, and I will. All right, fourth quarter action starts now. Prosser takes it, dishes in the Wells. Trying to find some way in. He takes it himself. A nice turnaround move. Layup, no. The putback is good by Franklin. He scored 8 in the second half so far. I believe at least 4 of those have been from putbacks. Really established himself down low. Jefferson with it. Williams. Gives it to Graham. Graham across. Gives it back to Williams. Williams is going to try to find some kind of lane. Watch out for Levy down low. He's the guy you want to watch out for. Jefferson's been feeding him down low, and he's been eating. Over to Graham. Williams. Over to Graham. 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Nice display of passing. As Williams drives in. Oh, an alley-oop to Gashawn Phipps. Wow. I mean, we saw Jakubisik earlier today. I think that rivals that. That was a phenomenal dunk
Jefferson's bench fired up after that one. What a play by Clayshawn Phipps.
Anthony with the nod. Prosser's got to find some action, some response to that dunk.
What a play by Clayshawn Phipps. Just got the pass and elevated. He puts that one on the net, and you don't want to be there when it happens.
It's a monster jam. That's what that was. Prosser has the ball now. Wells drives in, gets a foul, and he'll go back to the line. He's been kind of unsuccessful, only hitting 4 free throws so far. It's been this game has been filled with a lot of fouls. It's nice to see coming off of the foul-a-thon. That was the Streamwood-Barrington game.
We got some good offense being played and just some good, clean basketball. Still aggressive, not as aggressive as before. And it's still good basketball.
Wells missed his first, and see if he can try to make his second. That one goes in. Jefferson has the ball. That is Williams. And to Phipps. Levy for 3. It's good. And we're told we're going to get a custom heating and cooling replay of that monster dunk. Just look at that. He just elevated off the ground right there.
No way to stop a play like that.
That was a replay sponsored by Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicago, and powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. And another foul on Jefferson. It'll go to the line. I believe it's going to be Franklin. He hasn't shot from the line yet. Franklin with it. He'll have 2 shots. Makes the first.
Found himself in the bonus with Jefferson's 5th foul of the half.
And the second one goes in 2 for 2 from the line. Franklin's come alive in this second half. He scored 6 in the third quarter, and he's scored 4 so far in the fourth. 6 minutes remaining. It's Williams with it. He gives it over to Moss. Moss over to Graham. Graham takes it in. Gives it to Phipps. Phipps cross court. To Moss. Moss drives in. Delayed left-handed shot, no good. Phipps with it. Now Prosser has it. Prosser has the ball. And it's Thomas. Thomas dishes it to Wells. Wells takes it in and looked to be almost a travel as Jefferson gets the ball. And I don't know if that was just loose dribbling or just no control of the ball, but that was some kind of layup attempt by Clayshawn Phipps. And the 3 ball was good. Brendan Moss has established himself from behind the arc, hasn't he, Logan?
He has. He has 15 points in this game. All those points coming on 3-pointers. If you get this guy the ball behind the arc, he's dangerous.
That's going to be a timeout. And with that timeout, I'm going to take a message here from our good friend, Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. About 5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Jefferson with a massive 20-point lead. Well, do you think Prosser has a shot at coming back?
I don't think so. Not the way they've been playing today. Maybe if it was another team, they could get hot, but they haven't been able to do it for the past 27 minutes we've been sitting here. I don't see them coming alive in the last 5. I'm usually wrong in my predictions, but I'm 1 for 1 right today so far. I'm going to say Prosser, I don't see them coming back from what I've seen so far. I mean, Franklin's kind of carried them in their offense in the second half so far, as that is Reed. We haven't seen too much of him from the game so far taking the ball. And a nice layup attempt by Wells does not fall in. Jefferson with it now. Moss taking it up for the Jayhawks. So give it down to Levy. Levy's taking it himself. Oh, and the layup dunk does not work.
as a foul is called. He had it. He had the one-handed dunk coming in. It's just too much power.
Levy's got to be hitting himself for that one. Went right off the rim and just couldn't capitalize.
Not only that, I mean, he's gonna be hearing it from the rest of his teammates for the bus ride home. He's gonna say, you know that dunk you didn't make? Oh, we're gonna get a custom heating and cooling replay of that dunk.
Just put a little
wide open.
Just puts a little too much juice on it.
So
a little
close.
too much.
That replay was sponsored by Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicago and powered by Brian. Whatever it takes. Prosser with it. Williams with the ball. Looks for someone open. Finds it in Corey McIntyre. So give it over to Franklin. Reed with it now. Reed floats it over to Franklin, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Nice athletic one-handed catch by someone on the Jefferson bench. He grabbed it with one hand. Caught it.
Okay, and it was a foul, and since Prosser's in the bonus, they will get a 1-and-1.
Sean Phipps with his third foul of the game.
Franklin made both of his free throws so far. If he gets one, he'll get a shot at two. If he misses, the ball is live. First one bounces around a bit and finds the bottom of the net. Making a 19-point game. Franklin on the line, trying to make 2 of 2 or 4 of 4 of the fourth quarter, and he does. Really come alive here, scoring another 6 points. He's making it even 12. Jefferson with it. Jordan down low. Gets his own rebound, that gets blocked. Prosser ball. Anthony with it. Dribbles in himself. Crazy underhand layup does not find the bottom of the net. Jefferson ball. Almost a miscommunication there and a travel. It looked to be Phipps and Moss kind of collided with each other there, going for the ball. I don't know if they saw each other or if it was just a miscommunication.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was supposed to get the ball there. Phipps ultimately grabbed it, but it looked like it was just a pass intended for Moss, and Phipps was in the wrong place.
Reed trying to find his first point of the game. Hasn't had any luck. So dish it over to Wells. Wells would come off of the pick. Gives it to McIntyre. McIntyre thought about taking the three, decided not to. McIntyre to Reed. Reed drives in. There's a weird-looking pass to Williams. So he's trying to find someone. He finds it in Wells. Wells drives in, back to Williams. The layup gets blocked, and a foul is called as he will go to the line. 3 minutes, 14 seconds remaining here in this ball game.
The play by Reed actually looked like it was a shot that just got deflected, and then it went right into the hands of Williams. Regardless, couldn't get it done.
Williams only has 2 points in the game so far. See if he can add on to that. He'll have the 1-and-1. Stares down the basket. The shot goes in. Some check-ins in here for Jefferson, number 11, Latarius Tate. We've seen him a little bit in the game so far. And it looks to be number 21, LaJuan Morris. He's come back. Now Robinson takes the inbounds play. Jordan with it. Back to Robinson. To Jordan. Over to Hinkle. Some contact, no foul. Prosser ball. Kind of a high pass. You saw Hinkle try to jump with it. You saw Prosser, one of their guys, try jumping for it as well.
Just a little too much on it. He just couldn't get a hand on it. Ultimately, it ended up being Prosser's ball.
All right, Prosser's got it now. Wells bringing it in. Inbounds pay from Franklin. Wells, a little move there. Takes it in. The left-handed layup. And it looks like it will go for an and one. That was a nice left-handed layup there by Wells as he picks up his first basket of the fourth quarter.
He was surrounded by 3 white jerseys there, and he managed to just go up and get that in. That's an incredible play by Wells.
Some more check-ins. George Williams comes back. Number 5, Brendan Moss also comes back. And Antonio Levy comes back in for Jefferson.
Prosser slowly chipping away at Jefferson's lead.
As well as
14-point game.
continues to have trouble on the line. And a foul is a mistake, a timeout, I believe by Jefferson. And this timeout is sponsored by Custom Heating. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. 2 minutes and 49 seconds remains here in the ball game. Jefferson with a 14-point lead, as we've seen. Prosser kind of clawing its way back in.
They're trying to make this a game, and the way it's been going, they've been drawing a lot of fouls. They've been generating a lot. They might have a chance to come back in this one. Now, granted, 2:49 is not a lot of time, but we'll have to see what they can do. Put together some threes. Those free throws start adding up. Maybe they make a game out of this towards the end.
I mean, it's going to come down to stopping Jefferson's offense. If you're able to get them to turn over a few plays, possessions, and you could say you get a 3 here and a 2-and-1 there, and it's 6 points. Before you know it, you're only down 9. Down 8. If I can do math.
Also, Jefferson with 9 fouls in this half, kind of unusual considering they're the team leading. They've got to clean that up because that's one of the main reasons Prosser is cutting back into this game is because of the free throws they're giving
Free
up.
throws, as we've stated in all 3 of the games we've called so far, the most important part of high school basketball. If you're able to make it on the line, the game's going to be close. If you don't, it's not going to be. As Wells takes it, as you know, we've seen Wells. He hasn't exactly exceeded from the line today. He struggled a bit as he takes it in. Tries to go in for a layup, no, and a foul is called. Foul on Prosser.
I'd expect to see Jefferson try and play some keep away here. There's 2 minutes, 38 seconds left. They're up by 14. I don't think they're going to try anything fancy. Just try and keep the ball away from Prosser and drain some clock.
Senior Devontae Junelius comes in for Davion Wells. Jefferson with it. Williams to Graham. Graham over to Moss. Moss throws it over to Williams. To Robinson. Graham gives it to Robinson. Back to Williams. Some nice passing here by Jefferson. Robinson tries driving in. Dishes is out to the wide open Dree. Latrell Graham, no good. Rebounded, caught by Brendan Moss. He winds it right back to Graham. Graham to Williams. Williams to Robinson. So coach seems to have enough of their passing shenanigans over here. Back to Robinson. Robinson back to Graham. Levy. Robinson. A lot of passes here. Because now Williams has it. Trying to drain out some clock as he looks. Can't find a way to drive in. Passes it back to Robinson. Jefferson's coach seems to just crossing his arms and have enough of this passing stuff. As Graham gets it right back to Williams. Williams holds back. He drives in. He tries to go, and a foul was called. A long possession there. I think.
A lot of passes there. I said they were just going to try and drain clock. Did a pretty good job of draining about
a minute
how much
off.
time? About a minute off of the clock. About a minute off the clock. This game just got out of reach.
See, and you don't call yourself the expert. Come on. Jefferson going to pass it in. As number 22, Brian Billock, comes in for the Jayhawks. Subs in for Jaquavian Robinson. Jefferson lofts it up to Latrell Graham. Graham with it now. Drives in himself. Nice little move there. Underhand, left-handed layup goes in for 2. Reed over to Wells. Wells right-hand layup, no good. The put back by Robinson, that's not good. Wells gets it, throws it back, bounces off the foot of Levy. And Jefferson has the ball. About a minute remaining. Levy comes in, does not go for the dunk. Instead, goes for the easy layup. Maybe that last time when it just had too much. Prosser with it. Anthony loses it. Wells picks up, spins around a bit, comes in. That ball is blocked by Levy. As Franklin comes in for 2. Jefferson trying to just drain out the last remaining 40 seconds of the game. Levy passes it down low. A crazy looking shot there by Moss does not go in. Looking in for these two teams, Jefferson will be playing Crystal Lake South on Thursday, the 26th at 4:30 p.m. They're going to go to 2-0 in the tournament so far. As for Prosser, well, they lost to Crystal Lake South in the first game, and they'll be going towards playing our hated rival Bartlett on Thursday at 1:30 p.m. We will be on the call for that one. As number 5, Brendan Moss makes his first free throw. Shoots his second. That's good.
Be 17 points on the day for Brendan Moss.
That ball just kind of drips out of bounds, some Prosser ball. Less than 10 seconds here. Well, Prosser just gonna wait until Thursday to pick it up. They'll have 2 days off for both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Maybe they'll come back powered by the turkey or ham, whatever they have for Christmas Day. We have a ham and a turkey. It's the last 10 seconds, Prosser has it. Anthony comes in, he drives, no good. Jefferson, Tate's gonna hold it. And that is the final. Jefferson finishes off Prosser. They win 56-42. We're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna have a post-game interview for you, so stay tuned.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust, but I don't need your word on what I'm into.
What makes me most proud of our restaurants is our people. Our people who come in and work for us every single day. We try to create an atmosphere of family, an atmosphere of warmth, and an atmosphere of compassion.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust, but I don't need your word on what I'm into.
Hi, welcome to the Bear Family McDonald's. Thank you.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust, but I
Hi, I'm Patrick Carrion back here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I got Clishawn Phelps of the Jefferson Jayhawks What was going through your mind when you came in for that alley-oop? Because it was phenomenal.
I just wanted to go up and finish it and get the crowd going. Finish the alley.
And as you guys go off to play Crystal Lake South on Thursday, are you going to look to bring in this momentum?
Yes, sir.
All right. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Enjoy your 2 days off.
You too.
And as for all of us, I'd like to say a special thanks to all the hardworking men and women who put this broadcast together. There are 2 more games left, so stay tuned. There's an Hinkle Holiday Classic. We'll be back after break.
The following sports broadcast made possible by support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Senior portraits, family portraits, sports, and more. Visit Daryl online at darylbarnes.com.